All right, 1, 2, 3. Just giving this some time. All right. It's actually showing. It's showing the wrong thing, you know. All right, good evening, everybody. Just waiting for a few more persons. Just waiting for a few more persons. All right, so y'all know why we're here. We're here to find out a little bit more about crowdfunding. Just let me know if you're hearing the audio correctly. Let me just test these. All right. So we're here to learn a little bit more about crowdfunding, and hopefully this is going to be as fun for you as it should be for me. All right. Oh yeah, the persons who are texting me on WhatsApp, just join the YouTube link. You could just join from just type in Real Helping Hands, and it is the live video, so you should be seeing it. All right. I'm seeing the big boss himself, Mr. Williams, Sadiq Williams. And you'll hear a little bit more about him later on. So what I really want to hear from you, I'm trying to get this microphone somewhere. Trying to get it somewhere that I want to hold it in my hands, but I'm going to hold it in my hands. All right. So crowdfunding 101. Look at the time. It's now 5 minutes past the hour, 7 o'clock. In fact, I'm going to be starting in about another minute or two. Let me just plug in this laptop just for a brief second. Just give me a minute. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right, lovely. So, what I would really want to start by saying, for those people who went to church today, let me hope you had an amazing day at church. Those who went to the market or wherever you went, whatever you did today, hopefully it was fruitful. My name is Dai Rasai Freckleton, and I'll be feeling a little bit with you regarding crowdfunding. Now, a lot of people, when I have introduced this to them, a lot of people do not have a clue what crowdfunding is. So I'm going to demystify some of the things that people think are myths. I'm going to be showing you that there are some very, very large companies and persons who you probably don't even expect who have benefited from crowdfunding. And this evening, we want to see how best we can get this started. So we're going to be actually looking on crowdfunding 101. Just give you in a nutshell what it really is. And these tips are really for Jamaicans. Jamaicans who actually really want to get into crowdfunding, don't know what it is. And if they have started it, don't actually know how to necessarily sustain it and how to actually make it work. So this is what we're going to be doing today. Now, it's a very, very simple table of contents. These are 5 things that we're going to be looking at. We should be out of here in a little while. All right. So we're going to look at crowdfunding. We actually want to know what really is crowdfunding. Who really is crowdfunding for? We also want to look at what is the best crowdfunding site, because there are many crowdfunding sites. What's the best crowdfunding site for Jamaicans? And I'm going to be giving you a walkthrough of that platform. Then what it is that people do after they have started crowdfunding. When you start crowdfunding, it's called a campaign. And when you're campaigning for something, there are some things that you really need to do. And the reason why this is important is because I have seen persons who actually want to get into crowdfunding, but also after they have gotten into crowdfunding, they really have not followed some of these rules, and as a result of that, they are not getting the results that they really should be getting. So hopefully after this evening's presentation, you will be able to have some of these demystified. All right, so let's get cracking. All right, just before yes, I did say that there are some major brands, major corporations, major companies that we all know about. And yes, they actually got where they have gotten through to crowdfunding. So these are just some of the companies that I really just want to show you. We have Brewdog, we have Ouya, we have Oculus VR, we have Blockchain, and we have Luggage Hero. For those who don't know, Brewdog is actually a really, really big brand in the United Kingdom, and they raised, let me just get this screen sorted out. Lovely. So they raised over 7.5 million pounds. Yeah, not dollars. 7.5 million pounds in 2020 through crowdfunding. Now, Ouya, for those who actually play video games, they are one of the premier, they're one of the companies that are leaders in creating game consoles. They raised over 8.5 million US dollars. Yeah, in crowdfunding. Now, Luggage Hero, they raised over 2 million US dollars in 2019. Now, Oculus Rift, we now know it as Oculus VR. They raised 2.4 million US dollars, but they were acquired by Meta. Yes, Facebook. They were acquired by Meta for 2 billion US dollars. Yeah. These are major brands, major companies, and we all know blockchain. Blockchain is the technology that cryptocurrencies are built on. We talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, Doge, Litecoin, all those things. They are built on the blockchain technology. And yes, the blockchain technology is actually, and it's over billions now, in crowdfunding alone. And not even talking about the millions of causes. In fact, I was really on 2 causes yesterday, finishing up my research over there in the Ukraine. Companies have raised over 2 billion euros to help what's happening over there in Ukraine, and another company raised a couple million euros to assist what's happening over there with Israel and Palestine. And countless people who would have had medical emergencies, medical situations, that they have raised the funding through crowdfunding. So what really is crowdfunding? If you look on your screen, you'll realize that it is a way to raise money by getting small contributions from many people. And it's typically done through online platforms. Now, what it really does, as you can see from the monitor, it leverages the power of social networks and also the internet to connect to entrepreneurs, who then contribute small amounts of money to fund these projects or ventures. Now, not just that, I want you to understand that crowdfunding is actually a method of raising capital through the collective effort of a large number of individuals. And it's primarily done, as I said before, through online platforms. Now, this actually democratized approaches, this way of funding democratically. This approach allows creators to bypass the traditional financial institutions and can gain early market validation, as well as to build a community of engaged backers who are often what we call early adopters to these projects. And there's a reason why I'm telling you all of this, because what you can understand, saying all of what I am saying, you need to learn and know that there are different types of crowdfunding. There are 4 main types of crowdfunding that I want you to bear in mind moving forward. We have what is called the reward-based crowdfunding. Now, with the reward-based crowdfunding, these backers, of course, reward. The persons who back anything in this sort of something, what they do is that they contribute funds in exchange for some sort of rewards. And these rewards can range from a thank you note to the finished product, or even exclusive experiences. This model is often used by creators, artists, and entrepreneurs who then pre-sells these products and services. We also have another type of crowdfunding called the equity-based crowdfunding. Now, the equity-based crowdfunding is where investors provide capital to a business in exchange for equity. In other words, shares in that company. This type of crowdfunding is very similar to the traditional forms of investing, and the ones used by a lot of startups and also growing businesses when they are looking to raise capital. We also have another one, the debt-based crowdfunding. Another name for it is the peer-to-peer lending, peer-to-peer, friend to friend. Because these individuals, what they do is that they are funding you by actually lending you money to a project or a business with the expectation of being repaid, and of course with interest. This model is normally used by small businesses or individuals who are seeking loans without having to go through the traditional banking system. And then we have the last one, the donation-based crowdfunding. Now, this is the one I want to focus more on, because this one is where supporters give their money to a project or a cause without expecting any financial return. This type is often used for charity causes or personal fundraising campaigns. And there are a couple that I may touch on later on. So these are donation-based. You have a campaign, you seek donation, and the goodwill of humans out there in the world, could be friends and families, people who don't even know you. They then give funding to your project or to your cause, not expecting anything in return. I'm going to be focusing there for just a little while. All right. Now, who is a crowd fund for? Who are the ideal individuals, for a crowd fund? We have, you see, I have four categories up here. We have the philanthropists, we have the artists and the creatives, the entrepreneurs, and the inventors or innovators. Now, let me just go through all of these a little bit. So like for entrepreneurs, these are individuals who are starting new businesses or they are launching innovative products and they need initial funding as well as market validation. So for those individuals who you have a business idea, you may have actually started out in this particular business, but you need money to scale. I normally tell people this. An entrepreneur does not need money to start a business. If you need money to start a business, you're not an entrepreneur. However, you will need money to scale that business because an idea can be worth so much. But that's another video for another day. All right. Now, we also have like artists and creatives, like musicians, filmmakers, writers, and other creatives. They may be seeking funding because they want to produce their art without relying on the traditional gatekeepers. Because yes, the art industry has a lot of gatekeepers and some of these individuals get shut out. Now we have like the philanthropists, or what I would normally, the group I have them in is the non-profits and the social activists. So these are organizations and individuals, of course, raising money for charitable causes. And this could be from community projects, social movements, and all those other things. And I'm a part of many different circles where these individuals, they raise funds because they want to assist others. The other day we had a Labor Day in Jamaica, and a whole lot of groups, a whole lot of community groups and youth groups and church groups and other social active groups. What they do is that they have different charitable causes, and most of these causes actually need funding. So yes, I'm speaking directly to you. This is one way you can get that funding ethically that you can then use for your charitable causes. All right. Now we're looking at innovators and inventors. And Jamaica full of innovators and inventors. Let me tell you. Where's it? Where's the camera? This one or this one? Okay, good. Jamaica have a lot of innovators and inventors. All right. So these are people with unique inventions or technological innovations, and they need resources to develop as well as to bring their ideas to the market. All right. And let me just talk to you a little bit about how innovation can work. I remember back in the year 2000 at Glenmere High School, one of my classmates, Orin Burton, he used to do something that would annoy the rest of us, his classmates. He would normally buy his patty, regular patty, his beef patty, and he would also buy a slice of cheese. Now, cheese at that time was $20 a slice. Those days, right? And he would always break his patty open and would put cheese in it. And we thought it was disgusting. All right. And at that time, as you know, Juicy Patties has a branch at Glenmere from a very long time because the founder of Juicy Patties is actually a Glenmere alumnus. And so he kept doing that and we thought it was disgusting. We thought it was all right. And then they had this suggestion box. You know what Orin did one evening? Orin sat down and wrote 100 suggestions. Put cheese in the patties. Put cheese in the patties. Make it cheese patty. Orin Burton, 2000. At Glenmere High School did that. Yeah. You know what happened? In a little while, they started selling patties with cheese. And all of a sudden, it was no longer disgusting. But that was an innovation, because innovation is where you can take something that already exists and make it better, or something that nobody else is actually thinking about. We call it an invention. Now, if you have one of those that you need financing to get you to where you need to go, crowdfunding is just one of those platforms. And I can also remember my former student, Arturo McGill. Now, Arturo, he has invented a safety app that he has pitched to the Ministry of Transport. I am a part of the sensitive part of the project, so I'm not really going to say what it is, but these individuals need financing for their inventions or their innovations. Crowdfunding is just one of those ways that you can benefit, but also individuals with everyday problems can benefit from donation-based crowdfunding in several ways. We can talk about one, medical expenses. This is where you can raise funds to cover your medical bills, whatever surgeries, treatments, or ongoing healthcare costs. And these are some of the things that are not necessarily covered, or sometimes not covered any at all by insurance. So we have platforms for that. I'm going to be telling you about one of them later on. Also, we have like emergency relief in times of unexpected crises, like natural disasters. In fact, we're also now in the hurricane season. A lot of people do not have a cushion, a financial cushion, if anything, God forbid, should strike. So like natural disasters, accidents, loss of employment, crowdfunding can provide quick financial assistance to meet those immediate needs. Thinking about and talk about your educational costs. Students can seek support for their tuition fees, their study materials, their educational trips, including work and travel. Yes, crowdfunding makes it possible to pursue their academic goals despite whatever financial constraints there may be. How about personal projects? Individuals can fund their personal projects like starting a business, artistic projects, or community initiatives that they are passionate about, but they lack the resources to undertake these on their own. Let me tell you a little thing. I don't want to talk too loud. Let me tell you about a young lady. And I call her name a young lady who did a crowdfund and raised 8,000 US dollars to go to Carnival. She didn't steal that money. She ethically asked people she said she had never experienced it. She would like to experience it. She did a crowdfund to go to Carnival. Yeah, man, a lot of sporting teams, a lot of charities and schools and stuff like that. Yes, they raise funds through crowdfunding and they are able to do it. But how about also the family support? Crowdfunding can help with expenses related to family needs such as childcare, elderly care, or home repairs, alleviating whatever financial stress and also improving the overall quality of life. And I'm just remembering one more where I read upon it. In fact, I saved it. This article where this young lady, she wanted to see her favorite football team, I think in England, the EPL. She did a crowdfund and she raised £11,600 through crowdfunding to go and watch her team play. So I'm telling you that this is real and people are doing it. And I would love for you, yes, you with the projects that you're looking for, the elderly in your community, those people, the indigents, you are doing projects already that needs these kind of funding. And we have platforms that are able to assist you. All right. No, so what is the best crowdfund platform for Jamaicans? Now, in order for me to satisfactorily answer this question, I need for some criteria to be satisfied. And these are the criteria I'm talking about. One, it has to have local payment options. Because yes, we do know about a whole lot of different crowdfunding. We heard of Kickstarter, Indiegogo, we have, GoFundMe. A lot of people know about GoFundMe and stuff like that. But most of these do not have local payment options. So you have to go through somebody else in order for you to access funds, in order for you to access anything. In fact, you can go on their website. Let me just use GoFundMe as an example. They are only authorized in 20 countries. 20. So anywhere else outside of that, you would have to use an intermediary to do it. And I have an experience. Last year, I lost my sister to cancer, my little sister to cancer. And before she left, after the funds, after the financial obligations became too much, because she has been battling this from, I think, 2000, and was it 9 or 15? She told us in 2015, but I think she started in 2009. And a GoFundMe was launched last year because we were able to manage financially, but in the latter parts, it became too much. And we had a GoFundMe. And thanks to everyone who contributed, persons did contribute. And we did raise some money, lots of it. But let me tell you this, the platform that we used get over half of the money that we raised. Yeah. The platform, GoFundMe, yeah, they got over half of the monies. So when we really needed the monies to do what we really wanted to do, we couldn't access it. Still can't access it. In fact, it is no longer available. And these are some of the things that we see from persons from Jamaica when they create some of these campaigns. So this particular crowdfunding site should offer local payment options, and there should not be any middleman between me making my crowdfund campaign and my funds. Another thing, they should support the Jamaican dollar, have Jamaican dollar support, which of course you already know that the others do not. This crowdfunding platform should also have cultural relevance. And I can tell you that the site I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit from now, it was created by a Jamaican, created for Jamaicans, because of all the hurdles and barriers that people who are not athletic could jump over them. All right, so it is made by Jamaicans for Jamaicans, and it has been working. It also should have regulatory compliance, which we do have, and there should be local success stories. And we have plenty of local success stories. A lot of people may know dancehall queen Carleen. Carleen did a crowdfund for her sister Pinky, and she gained a lot of traction. And if you don't know Carleen because of probably dating some persons, you probably know Peanut Dread. Yes, Peanut Dread, one of those persons who actually had a campaign as well, a successful campaign, again, I might add. And there are countless individuals. In fact, if you go on the front page of the website that I'm going to be sharing with you a little bit from now, you will see that there is a campaign there. I think Shanna, in a couple of weeks, Shanna has raised over $8,000 to assist with her medical expense. So yes, we do have a crowdfunding platform designed just for that. So I'm going to be walking you through a little bit about this platform. So the crowdfunding site or the platform is realhelpinghands.com. realhelpinghands.com. So you could just index this website, www.realhelpinghands.com. And yes, they're also on social media platforms. You could also find them on the Instagram, all the popular major platforms at R Helping Hands, at R Helping Hands. All right, bless up. All right, so let's see if what I did earlier on will work. All right, so this is the platform, and Lord have mercy, I want it to play. Let me see if I can get it to play. All right. Is this play? All right, good. So when you go on the platform, these are some of the things that you are going to see. You have the home, just 3 easy steps. You create a campaign, 3 easy steps. You create a campaign, then you share that campaign. You share that campaign, traditional, new media, and then you withdraw your funds. Very, very easy, very, very simple. Heading back up to the top, you could start a campaign, how it works, as well as different categories. You can see there are countless categories that you can look at. And then we have an about, login, sign up. Now, if you go to start a campaign, you will have to first register, so you'll have to sign up. So I'm going ahead and do a sign up for you and show you. So easy. First name, last name, a username, your password, your email address. That's it. And then you're able to log in. So you can log in, as you can see. I'm going to put a test. So a test site, and I'm going to log in and just show you how simple it is for you to go here and make your account and have your campaign up and running. And I'm going to be sharing with you what you need to do after. So this is one of how the back office for your campaign looks like. You just see your campaign. You can just start a new campaign right there, add new campaign. You give your campaign a title. You sit down, you think about it. You invent something. You are trying to save a house. You're trying to feed some homeless people. The description is where you want to share your compelling story. Do it in at least 350 words to 400 words, because this is where individuals across the world, the people who are going to know about your campaign, they're going to read up on your campaign to see if they really want to be involved in this particular campaign. All right. So you have to share your story to make your story compelling. You could always contact me or contact us at Real Helping Hands, and we can help you to get your story out. Then you have a short description, just a summary. Summarize your major description, 1 or 2 sentences, because this is really what people are going to see the moment they click on your campaign. All right. So make a summary of your description, and I said you want to typically keep it 1 to 2 sentences. Always select a category for your campaign. All right, and then always have a feature image, and then we always suggest and recommend that you have a video explaining. People like videos. So we recommend using a YouTube video. You just embed the link, people click on the link and it takes them directly, they can watch it from the platform itself. Give your campaign a start date, give your campaign an end date, or you could just leave it with no end date, depending on your campaign goals. Show your contributor table, put in your country, which is Jamaica. You accept those terms, read the terms, accept the terms, submit your campaign, and you see your campaign was successfully submitted. All right, it is that easy. Real Helping Hands is here to help regular Jamaicans get ahead in life. We are here and we're all about that smoke, my friends. Yes, we are all about that smoke. Now we can see the team. Sadiki, let me just pause this for a quick minute. Oh Lord, can I pause it? Good. Oh Lord. Hopefully. So the founder and CEO is Sadiki Williams. We also have on our team, let me just play this because yeah, we have Empress Golden. A lot of people know Empress. We have other people, and yes, we have other people who are not showcased here on the website right now. All right, but that's a quick walkthrough to the Real Helping Hands website. All right. So, whoa. Sorry about that. All right, good. So this is where we are now. What do you do after you have made your campaign? And this has been a very popular question that we would have gotten from a whole lot of individuals. And yes, the CEO for our Real Helping Hands, Lawman Lynch, big up yourself, my friend. So the CEO is there in the chat, very accessible. a young man who has a passion for helping Jamaicans, just like a whole lot of other philanthropic Jamaicans. And this site was created so that, yes, we can help Jamaicans. Jamaicans in the diaspora, like I see my friend Lawman Lynch. Yeah, Jamaicans in the diaspora, yeah, you can know, help these campaigns. And we have a lot of campaigns already on the website. Some of these campaigns are struggling, but this is the question that people normally ask. What do I do after I have launched a campaign? This is what. So in order for a campaign to be successful, any crowdfunding campaign, there are 5 things that I normally encourage individuals to do. 5 things. I had to get some water, Jack, all right? Some cucumber water, all right? All right, my friend. All right, so the very first thing that I want you to know, after you've launched a campaign, share the word. Share the word far and wide. Share on all social media platforms. Send personalized messages to your friends and to your family. Encourage everyone to share within their networks. Remember, it is your campaign. Build a team around your campaign. Who gonna post at 6 o'clock? Who gonna post at 12? Who gonna post at 5? Who gonna post at 7 p.m.? Build a team and a community around your campaign. It's your campaign and you're serious about your campaign. You want those funds, don't you? So you're going to have to spread the word. Now, the next thing that you do is that you are going to engage with your audience. Yeah. Now that you have spread the word, people now know about your campaign. There are individuals who then want to learn more about either the backstory or anything of the sort. You should respond to all the comments, all the questions promptly. Host your live Q&A sessions. Build a strong connections with your backers. The moment someone reach out to you regarding your campaign, they are already interested. And this is 2024, and it's the internet we're talking about. A whole lot of scammers are around. So we want to ensure, and you also may want to ensure, that you are actually giving your monies to causes that are worthy. So persons may view and say, hey, I want to support such a cause, but I want to know if, so, be very open and willing and able to engage with your audience. All right. The next thing that you need to do is to keep your, backers in the loop. Yes, update them regularly. Keep those people who are interested in your campaign in the loop. Yes, give them progress update. All right. We got our first $100. Thanks to whoever, if you see, you can shout out the person if you want, but transparency builds trust and excitement. There's no two-road about it. All right. So you want to update regularly. All right. The next thing that you really want to do is that you want to leverage media, both traditional media as well as new media, or what we call emerging media, or influencers. Reach out to those bloggers and those influencers who are in your niche. Okay, you are you have a sick relative that you really would want to gather some assistance for. All right, reach out who it is. There are some bloggers. We have like Colors TV. We have like Big Stone. There are many others. I don't want to get into any problems. Reach out to these bloggers and these vloggers who are able to give your campaign some boost. Yes, contact the Star, the Gleaner. You don't know how to contact them? Fine. Create your campaign at Real Helping Hands. Reach out to us, and we will promote and help those media individuals to get your campaign. Your campaign, if it's compelling, somebody will pick it up. Because watch this. A feature or a shout out can boost your campaign's visibility, and it can boost it tremendously. All right. The next thing that you really want to do is that you want to then, the final thing, you want to analyze and optimize your campaign. What do I mean by that? You want to monitor your campaign's performance. You may, as a group, because you would have your campaign team, right? Think about when those young men are, those young people are campaigning for Dancing Dynamite or Rising Stars. You know, they have teams that help them to get their words out. Think about a politician when he's campaigning. He's not the only one, or she's not the only one who are campaigning. They have teams around them. Your campaign should be approached similarly. Have your team, and also you may have different metrics that you want to monitor. All right, we want to raise 10,000 US dollars. All right, let us give ourselves 40 days. All right, we're going to break it down into chunks. So we want to raise 5,000 by, for example, week 2 or whatever the case may be. So we're going to break it down day by day. Monitor your performance. What are the goals that you are setting? The days that you have for your goals. Did you reach out? Yes. Monitor your campaign's performance. That way, when you use those analytics that you have, you can adjust your marketing efforts and also maximize success. Because I am someone who I really love doing advertisement, paid advertisement. And when I have an advertisement campaign on, for example, Facebook or YouTube, one of the things that I do is that I have to monitor those analytics, because I want to know where is my advertisement performing properly, where it is lagging. So I may have 2 advertisements, which is called a split test. You don't have to the jargons I'm using. And I have one with a picture, one with a video. A 30-second video and one with a picture, and I realized that the picture has been performing at 32% of what I expect, and then the video is performing at 79%. No, after I have monitored this performance and I'm looking at these metrics, now I know that I am going to put more marketing effort in the video. It only makes sense. However, if I was not monitoring, I could be wasting dollars, or I could be wasting my time. If it is a free thing, I could be wasting my time by focusing on the picture advertisement when it is a video advertisement that is giving me returns on my effort. All right, moving right along. So let me have a quick recap. I had to drink some more water, from the handy dandy water jug. So 5 things that you should do. 1, share your message. Share it far and share it wide. 2, engage with your audience by responding to their comments. All right. Another thing about responding to comments, it pushes up the it pushes your post, whatever you did, in the algorithm. Algorithm actually means people. Yes, algorithm means people. So when Facebook or Google, because Google governs YouTube, when they push your advertisement up the algorithm, it means that they're pushing it to more people. All right. And how that is done, if you make a post on, say, for example, Instagram, and you want it to show to more people, one easy trick that you can do is comment on everybody's comment. So one person comment and you comment under it, the algorithm, the metrics that they use, that as 2 comments. 4 persons commented and you respond to every individual, that's now 8. And then some people, after you respond to them, they are going to also say something else. A conversation could be kept going. It pushes up more on the explore page. It pushes you up more, and they realize, oh, this is performing well. So they push it to more individuals. That's because you engage. All of those likes and shares and comments. Yes, that's how we tell people, like, share, and comment, because we know that they get pushed to broader audiences. The third thing is that you update regularly. Update individuals who are funding you regularly, or people who are sitting on the fence. Because there are some people who, 1, they saw your campaign. They want to assist. They want to contribute. They want to donate. They did not have the funds at that time. And as people as we are microwaved. We don't remember what we saw 5 minutes ago. However, because you regularly update, it comes across their feed again. And who knows, it comes across their feed when they do have money. I want to contribute to this cause. And what do you know? You have another backer. Next thing you should do, leverage media, traditional media as well as new media. Leverage those individuals, all right? And then the last thing, ensure that you analyze and optimize your campaign. It is your campaign. All right, my friends. Now, we are now at the end. So yes, the platform that I want you to always remember is Real Helping Hands. Our website is www.realhelpinghands.com. Our email, you can email us, admin@realhelpinghands.com. You could find us on your social platforms at our Helping Hands. You know, the Instagram, the X, the TikTok. There are others as well. I think we're also on LinkedIn and all over the place. Our Helping Hands. You know, we're also on Facebook. You could find us, just type in Real Helping Hands, look for this logo, and you're right there. As well as there is an international number, but because I'm talking to Jamaicans, you can call or WhatsApp 220-7608. So that is 876-220-7608. You don't have any credit, fine. Send a message. We will call you back. We're here to help you. Another thing, watch this. You do not pay any fees to do a campaign on Real Helping Hands. So don't think you're going to have to pay $50 to do it. And another thing, if you look at some of those other platforms, you know, when you have done your campaign and because you have to go through a middleman, you know, the middleman gets paid, somebody else gets paid, the credit card, whatever, gets paid before you. So you were expecting $1,000 and you got $300. Does that sound like a deal? All right. With Real Helping Hands, we don't charge you to create a campaign. Create your campaign, run your campaign. When the money is done, the money is yours. Yeah, the money is yours. But create a campaign and talk to us, and we will show you all the guidelines. Somebody sent a message that popped up on my phone just now. No funds, of course. 10% of whatever you raise will be held back to the company, Real Helping Hands, and that's a small cry, a drop in the bucket. And that 10% doesn't go to Real Helping Hands. You need your money after you have withdrawn it, right? And if you want it to be sent to your NCB account, your First Caribbean, your Scotia account, or you want to send to Western Union, Zoom, that is XOOM, or whatever the case may be, some of these platforms do charge you to send monies. That's where the bulk of the fees go. Yeah, the bulk of the fees don't go to Real Helping Hands. Real Helping Hands is actually here. Good. This is Jem Hadar. It's way less than the competition by far. And there is nobody between you and your funds. So my friends, there you have it. Real Helping Hands is here. It has been around for a little while. We are now, having an extra burst, an extra push. We have been featured on Smile Jamaica, Cinema Sunrise. We have been on all the major radio stations. We have been on all the major newspapers, not just in Jamaica, but in the Caribbean. So we are here. We are legitimate. We are transparent. And we're accessible. In fact, the CEO is right there in the chats. Right there in the chats right now. Very accessible. Just send us an email, send us a DM, send us a message, send us a WhatsApp, send us an SMS. We will just send us a please call me. We will call you back. Yes, yes, we will call him up. We will ensure that your project, your campaign gets funded. Another WhatsApp message just pop up. Yes, funerals, burials, graduation, church, ministries, youth groups, NGOs, non-profits, community-based groups, individuals. Yes, you can raise your monies, whatever. A little buddy of mine, he loves farming. He wants to get into farming, and he was thinking about a bank loan. And he's on the platform tonight. And I'm pretty certain that he has already texted me and asked me, when can I start? I did send him the website, but as most Jamaicans, we don't really, we have so many things doing, so we don't really pay attention. I'm pretty certain that he's going to make a campaign as of tonight, though. But there you go, my people. If you do have any questions for the next maybe 5 minutes or so, I'm going to be answering some questions if there are any. If there are no questions, then I'm going to bring this to a close. But do we have any questions? Let me see if I can run up the chat. No question, no question. No question, no questions as yet. Anybody? Anybody want to ask a question you think others may probably want to ask, but don't know how to ask it? And just remember, this is going to be up on YouTube. Persons who were not here for the live recording, they're still going to see it. So if you have those questions, ask them now so I can answer. So those people who are coming after will be able to benefit. So do we have any questions? Going once. All right. So I suspect, okay, good. Explain how easy it is to set up a campaign within minutes. Oh, yes, I did just a few minutes ago. A few minutes ago, I actually walked through the website and showed how easy it is to create a campaign. To create a campaign is pretty easy. The hardest part is to you sharing your story. If you need help with that at Real Helping Hands, we are committed to helping you, fine-tune your story. There are individuals who would have been using, the intelligence that's available, artificial intelligence to help them. People go on ChatGPT to, describe remember, ChatGPT works with what you give it. Describe their condition or their plight or what they're trying to achieve, and ChatGPT can. But I want to introduce something other than ChatGPT. It is powered by GPT technology, but it is made for the Caribbean. It is called POE. So don't just go to ChatGPT, go to POE. Just type in POE, and the very first one, it works similar to ChatGPT, but it was made for Caribbean. So it knows your Caribbean culture and is able to morph it, because ChatGPT is more, North American, European kind of a vibe and a feel towards it. The language may not come across with the sort of Caribbean finesse, but POE, that's the way to go. All right, very, very easy. You can create an account at realhelpinghands.com in less than a minute. Call it 2 minutes, and you can have a campaign up and running in less than 5 minutes. And as I said earlier on, we're here to help you. We will hold your hands and lead you through the tapes at the finish line. Your success is that's what we are here for. Your success. Yeah. Because we are really real helping hands. Thanks for that question, Jim Hadar. Any other questions? Let me just say thank you, all of you. Yeah. Thank you for coming out. It's a Saturday evening. I'm pretty certain that some people had a busy week, and want to unwind, probably get some Saturday soup and head to bed, So we really thank you for joining us here on the platform. We're looking forward to helping more Jamaicans. The issues in your communities and with people around you. And if you know of any such individual who needs support, who needs assistance, reach out to us at Real Helping Hands, and we will be able to point them in the right direction. You know, we have charities and organizations, and we can also help them set up campaigns and then help them to push those campaigns. And you, I'm talking to you. When you help your community members set up a campaign, help them to promote it. All right. So thank you for joining us here at realhelpinghands.com. Please, if you have not yet done so, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Head over to our social media platforms, like, follow, all that sort of cool, good stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in another video. From all of us at Real Helping Hands, I'm D.I. Rasai Freckleton. Live good, walk good, one love.